Bro.
So I made it longer.
Take that.
Haha. I said it, but what's funny is like I should have showed the paper or the email or whatever I got because I showed you because like WWE wants their money on this one too, so it's like can't get away from them guys.
Well, motherfucking McMahon, Vince McMahon, you bastard, Vince.
Oh, and for y'all that don't realize, we are now streaming on YouTube and Twitch as well. So that is kind of new.
It's a first for us. Let's see.
So.
Okay, I don't know if you can read that clearly, but there is Vince McMahon taking our fucking video, you fucking prick.
Yeah, so speaking of Vince McMahon, we are going to talk about WWE and NXT going down the drain or not laning because they weren't able to maintain against the, I guess, AEW for the Wednesday Night Wars.
I find that hard to believe. I mean, maybe they weren't not keeping up to the viewerships, but I feel like, I don't know, man. Like I record them both and I watch them both, and I feel like there's a lot of people who do that. I think maybe they were. I'm pretty sure number wise WWE was behind AEW a little bit, and I don't know if this. I feel like this could be Vince McMahon's way of being like, look, it's not keeping up with AEW. We're axing it, just because he's afraid to admit that one of his things might not be better than the other or something.
Well, what they're saying is that they're getting rid of, which is actually like somebody inside actually received an email saying that like it literally said like no more guys in their 30s, no more midgets. Literally, this is what they said: no more midgets, no more guys in their 30s. Only guys that can be stars, like basically like John Cena or like like a Rock or whatever. So they don't want little guys anymore. They don't want little indie guys. So like the guys you're seeing, like, well, they already got rid of Bronson Reed. He's one of the guys in the picture right there. And Pete Dunne, his contract's up right now too, so they don't know if they're gonna re-sign him or not either. So, and then like you got guys like LA Knight, which he's killing the game, and like
Eli Drake or LA Knight. Hey,
Eli Drake, come on, call it. We know who he is.
Yeah. Man, I love that guy. He's so good. Like I feel like he keeps getting the short end of the stick everywhere he goes.
Hey, what's up, Simple Simon?
Good to see you, bro.
Yeah, so man, like NXT is like literally where they're saying like no more. They're not doing any more like little guys. So basically, you're not gonna be seeing any more little guys. They're gonna be big. Like it's gonna be like kind of like, I guess they're going back because he feels like they lost because like the guys are little, and it's not that. It's just like I don't know, man. To me, it was like the story sucked.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of that. Like, okay, remember the other night Karrion Kross makes his first debut on WWE and loses to Jeff Hardy?
Yeah.
Like, Karrion Kross, I'm used to Karrion Kross. I'm watching him in NXT. He dominates. He's huge compared to these dudes, right? He's like 6 inches taller than the next closest component. He's like twice the weight of he just looks like this hulking beast against most of these guys he's wrestling. He comes up his first match in WWE against Jeff Hardy. They're like the same size. Like, he's ripped, he's cut, compared to Jeff Hardy, but, like, they were, like, the same size, and I'm just sitting there looking like, whoa. Like, I had no idea that – I knew they were smaller, but I had no idea that, like, Adam Cole and these guys were really that small. I mean, I'm assuming now but they've got to be, like, my size, probably smaller than I am.
Well, see, speaking of Adam Cole, is the deal with Adam Cole is his contract was up, too, and he's there right now on a, like, I guess, verbal agreement. And like they said, like somebody said, like he was offered an AEW contract, but like he's got friends in AEW. Everybody knows.
If I'm Adam Cole, I'm running as fast as I can to AEW.
No, if I'm Adam Cole, I'm playing both sides to get the better contract.
I guess you could, but like watching what WWE just did to NXT and a lot of the guys that you've been with for the last 5 years, you see what they're gonna do to you when you go up, get called up to Raw or SmackDown. You're gonna be nobody. You could go to AEW and be part of the elite right now.
Well, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, he could do that, but I just think, like, if he plays, because if he's still there on any, like, just a verbal agreement.
Well, financially, yes, right?
I'm thinking, like, okay, because if you look at it, all right, his woman is in AEW, his friends are in AEW, but if he plays it right, he could be the man in WWE. And still, if that doesn't work out, fall back at AEW. Because, like Kevin Nash, that's what Kevin Nash would do. Kevin Nash would be like, hey,
No, that's true. I didn't think about it from that perspective. I can see that because the AEW is going to be there. You're right.
So to me, it's like, he's going to get a money run regardless. So it's like he's just looking at trying to get to, hey, I want to be like the next Shawn Michaels, or I want to be the next whatever, because he can get money in AEW.
Do you think that WWE would give him that opportunity?
Oh yeah.
I see if Vince McMahon wasn't in control, but like, when is that going to be? Like, you're just telling me that no small guys anymore, and
no, I think it's gonna happen, man. Because that guy, I mean, like, even though I'm saying that, like, look at Shawn Michaels in that time and era when like there were nothing but big guys. He was one of the littlest guys, and he was the guy. He was like the man. So
I still think Shawn Michaels might be fairly bigger compared to like Adam Cole, though. I don't know. Like, I would like to. I would like to see like Shawn Michaels. Like, I'd like to see the NXT guys all in like a police lineup. I'd like to see how tall they really were. You know what I mean? I'd like to know how much they really weighed, and then I'd like to compare them to like the main roster. It's hard when you're watching two guys of similar size go at it in a ring, and then you watch two big guys go at it. It's hard. Like, if we just had them all in like a police lineup from smallest to tallest, I would like to see just. I think that would be kind of neat to really understand the true size of each guy.
You really can't. I guess you can't really fathom because of TV or whatever. Because they do say because I've met like when I met Hacksaw Jim Duggan, that dude was like his hand like enveloped mine. But then they say like Andre the Giant's bigger than him, so it's like you can only imagine.
Yeah, I'm picturing.
I'm not a small guy.
Yeah, I'm picturing guys like Kyle O'Reilly being like 5'6", 145 pounds or something now. Because like after what I feel like seeing them, like even Bronson Reed, he's not a huge dude, but he's a big guy. I think he was like 6'1" or 6'2", but he's a big guy. I mean, he's massive compared to these other guys. After seeing Karrion Kross go up against a guy like Jeff Hardy, I really feel like Adam Cole could be like 5'8", 130 pounds or something. Like, I don't know. I'm just curious. That's why I'd really like to see them like lined up next to each other.
Well, the whole thing is like they just let Bronson Reed go, and he was just their North American champion, which is crazy,
right? And it's I remember watching him win that, and it was you felt really good for the guy. I bet.
But I do
Brock
like
was huge.
I do like the gimmick on what's his name? The guy in the bottom right of the corner of the picture, Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis. I like
the relationship he has with his girl. Well, it's not really his girlfriend, but that chick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like stalking her, and she's like thinks he's a creep. But then as soon as he stops stalking her, she gets all butthurt.
But what's funny is like he did that. Like he used to be in Impact, and he did that same gimmick in Impact because Yeah, and that's why I was like, isn't that the dude from Impact? Whenever they did that gimmick, and I was like, oh, and sure enough, and it's the same, but it's like he's got it better and more packed on it. It's just I like it better now. It's like way better because like back then he came out, he was just like he had a different gimmick, and then he switched over to the stalker gimmick, and then he tried to work it out or whatever, and then he disappeared. So.
It's just confusing sometimes because I feel like WWE could be so much better than what they are.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's part of why everybody loves AEW. Like, you turn on AEW and people root and love guys like Jungle Boy, freaking Orange Cassidy. These are guys that shouldn't be... Orange Cassidy should not be in a title match, but he is because he's good at his character and he's good at his story, and the fans love him. You know
Nick
what I mean?
Gage, like Nick Gage was on there, and that's crazy in itself too. Well, think about that, the fact that Zack Ryder is the Combat Zone Wrestling
Yeah,
champion.
Matt Cardona, right?
Yeah.
It's cool. Like, I don't know. Like, I think WWE just is. They're very, I feel like, controlling at the top, and it's at times it's just really like what they want to put out there more so as to like going with the fans. And AEW,
Oh, yeah.
I think, and part of it is with AEW being new, they really have to play to the fans because they got that they had, they're coming out from something out of nothing, and you got to get your foot in the door, and playing to the fans is a good way to do that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean. It's a sad day. What do you think these guys are going to do in NXT?
Oh man,
The guys that haven't been released.
Well, they let like a lot of them go recently, so it's just like, man,
You got 13
and then,
people
like,
the other day.
And then like I'm sitting there thinking like, all right, they're doing all this, they're trimming the fat, they're letting like Braun Strowman go, all these other guys go. Like, are they prepping to sell, or are they just like really just trimming because they're profitable. But they're like, even during the COVID, like when people were confined and stuff, they were just like, hey, we gotta let people go. So
yeah, that's the thing is they always talk about like they got the financial cutbacks, but this these 2020 was like their most profitable year ever. Like we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars, you know what I mean? And they're talking about letting people go because it's not. And I mean, I get that. That's the thing. And you know what? I think it's healthy actually for the industry because, I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's such a sad day." WWE releases a lot of these people, but I think it's good for the people because this allows them to go to other places, and I think that some of these people could thrive in other places. It's good with AEW and all the Impact, Ring of Honor. I think.
Well, I think the fact that's another thing is I like the fact that that all these other promotions are working like together. It's like territories are back, but it's like there's still people under contract under certain places, and it's like but they still get to work at different locations if you're in those in those companies.
Yeah.
Nothing against WWE, they just need to find a way to make it where, hey man, like, hey, like this person, and I hate the fact when somebody like leaves a certain company and goes to WWE and they act like we don't know who they are. So it's like, oh.
Yeah, man, that's some of the funniest stuff. Like these guys show, oh, who is this monster? We've never seen this guy before. You know what I mean? You're just like, come on, I know who he is.
Yeah. So, man, yeah. So, I'm thinking that NXT is just going to be like the rest of WWE, the land of giants, man. So that's what they're aiming for. I mean, if you look at it now, if that's what they're saying that they were going to do, and they're cutting down all these little guys. I mean, like they let go of Bobby Fish, and Bobby Fish was with Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole and all those guys. So,
yeah, and then I don't know the dude in the top row on the right there with the long hair. Wasn't he part of that new club that just started, that Diamond Mine or whatever? I think he was part of that. I forgot what his name was, but he's part of that new group that just started with Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. So
who knows? Because like I don't even like some of that stuff is like okay, but some of it's just like what the hell.
Yeah. I know.
Speaking of, I challenged you to watch a certain movie, and
hell!
And I just need to get your opinion on this movie because
my opinion.
I watched it, and
did you?
Let me take a drink on that one. Woo! So I watched it, and I know I asked you to watch it, so
yeah, no. I don't know about that one. Couldn't do it. Motherfucker. Motherfucker, though.
So, what about Space Jam: A New Legacy did you not like?
LeBron James. That motherfucker had to be in
it. So I could tell by the hat. You must be an avid Jordan fan.
Well, like, I mean, if you just like the best of the best, yes.
So that's the assume that. Do you feel like Bugs Bunny sold out the team?
Oh man, somebody did, and then they took the boobs off of the female bunny. Like, phew, man, like come on, you take away the two best things in the movie, Michael Jordan and the boobs on the female bunny, and I'm like, no thanks.
Oh man,
no thanks.
So I like it was it was 2 hours, wasn't it? It was a 2 hour movie, wasn't it? Like
yeah, that's I think what it said. It was like 2 hours and 2 minutes or something like that.
Because I watched it all, so.
But did you like it? Because I'm just not watching it because of LeBron James, but
it's hard to swallow, man. I mean, like, it's not saying it's bad. It's just that growing up, Space Jam, like, all right, my kids. This is like, all right, this is the difference. Okay, like my kids are what you would call millennials or what millennial kids or whatever. So they have seen. And I've always preached this to my kids. Like, we will watch the original and then watch the new. So they can judge for themselves. So we have watched Space Jam. They've seen it before a million times. They've seen it. So we watched the new Space Jam or whatever. And they, and I'm not watching it with them. I'm watching it by myself. And they watch it, they watch it on their own. And I asked them, I was like, so what'd you think about it? And they're like, we like the old school one, with Michael Jordan.
Really?
Yeah. My kids said that. So I'm just like, oh, cool. Well, I'm not saying and let me be the first to say, I am a Lakers fan. So I was not a fan of Michael Jordan back in the day when he was, whooping up on my Lakers and not letting us get no championships. So, so.
What are you gonna do? Hey, look, I mean, they've all worked their ways. Believe it or not, I mean, I think LeBron's one of the greatest. I think me and LeBron just stand two different sections of the planet when it comes to political views, and it's really hard to support a person when you have certain beliefs like that. Is a big part of it. But as far as the basketball player, hands down, I got him probably one of the top 10 all time, which I think is pretty good. There's some great basketball players. I started putting a list, and if I was like on a basketball court picking a team out of anybody that I wanted to, I think I could come up with roughly eight guys that I might take before him.
Oh, you got 8 guys, huh?
I got 13 guys on this list that I think are in the league of LeBron, and I think at least 7 or 8 could be better than 2.
You said 13. Okay, let's get I gotta hear this list. I'm
gonna give you the whole list. Okay, this is in no particular order as far as these guys. It's just who I was thinking of. Okay, we got Julius Erving, Dr. J.
Okay, I agree with that one.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he's still like the all-time points leader.
All right, yeah, you got that one.
Bill Russell, first black head coach too, player and coach. Will Chamberlain. Will's still, come on, man. Will's pretty damn good. Jerry West, in his day, one of the best. The freaking logo, right? Magic Johnson. What do you think about Magic Johnson?
Yeah,
I think Magic Johnson.
Magic.
Damn good argument that he
because he was bad back in the day.
I think Magic Johnson was LeBron before LeBron was LeBron. Maybe even a better LeBron. So
well, see,
you know what
people, people don't remember. I don't know if they don't remember. It was like back in the day, you had it was Bird and Magic. That's what it was. And then Jordan came along, and it was all right. I remember this. It was okay. Bird. It was Magic, Bird, and then Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah, I feel like was more of him and Jordan had some brawls, boy, back in the day. Like when they first coming up, the Bad Boys, the Pistons, dude, they just dominated Jordan. They just freaking manhandled him. So Magic Johnson, and then Kobe Bryant. Like, come on, what do you think about Kobe? Are you taking Kobe or are you taking LeBron?
I'm taking Kobe.
There we go. And we haven't even mentioned Michael Jordan. There's Michael Jordan. I got Larry Bird.
We were just talking about him, yeah.
Right? Shaq, Kevin Durant, and I think I would not take Allen Iverson over LeBron, but I think they're on a fairly, even playing field-ish. Defense, you get more out of LeBron. That's why I think LeBron would be better than Allen Iverson. But I mean, it's hard to say. I might possibly take Kevin Durant in his prime over LeBron in his prime, and Shaq in his prime will dominate anybody. So I don't. You know what I mean? Like,
so
that's a list of 13 guys, and this is very debatable. Like, if you were to give me a choice between this guy and LeBron.
In the comments, if you're in the comments, just leave it. Like, if you have a list of people,
leave it. I'd love to see that. Leave it, please. Like, no hate towards anybody. I feel like this is a pretty realistic list for all you LeBron goaters out there. Like, I got 13-ish guys. Let's just say 8 of these guys on here, at least, are guys.
He said, Christopher said Tim Duncan would murder Shaq.
You know, I thought you were gonna say LeBron. I think Tim Duncan might murder LeBron, but not Shaq. You're crazy. Sorry, you must be a Spurs fan. I think David Robinson's better than Tim Duncan. So, like, I don't know.
I don't know. That's a hard one to say.
It is,
because I remember the Admiral.
Admiral. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. The Admiral. Those Spurs teams were pretty good back. You know.
Days. I remember when it was both of them on there, Robinson and Tim Duncan. Oh god, dude, it was like skyscrapers coming through.
Hey, do you remember when Tim Duncan first came into the league? They had these commercials, and it was like Tim Duncan and David Robinson. And David Robinson was like showing him how to shave and all this stuff like that. Simmer down, come on. We're trying to get this pot boiling, bro.
So. You didn't enjoy the Space Jam then, so
no, didn't watch it.
But what about the animation? Did you like the animation?
Nah, they took the boobs off the girl. This is no good. No good. That's the best animation. That'd be the best part of the animation, right?
So, like, I'm just saying, like, okay, like, yeah, they did that. Like, I watched it just because I was like, okay, let me see. Well, my one of my biggest complaints about it was they sidelined Daffy Duck. It was like there was really no Daffy Duck in there. It was just like he was just like, I was like, what the hell's going on? No Daffy Duck. You're sidelining Daffy Duck. And then, like, I don't know, man. It was just like different stuff in there. But it's just like it's not as good as the original to me. And my kids are millennials, and they said they enjoyed the original Space Jam.
Like, being real, I didn't watch the movie, so like I saw the trailers, the previews for it. The animation looked on par as the last one, I guess.
So wait. So I assume you didn't because you just like, I can't swallow this. You can't. In your mind, it's always going to be Michael Jordan in Space Jam, basically.
Well, yeah, it's got to be. Why not, right? Like, who wants to watch LeBron James in Space Jam? Like, not me.
I don't know, man.
I got like 3 copies of the original Space Jam with Michael Jordan.
What's funny is, like, all right, so they're saying it's not a flop, but it's not as good as it could have been. They're saying. And like the number one movie.
Who's saying that? The same motherfuckers that are saying Masters of the Universe is good?
Don't get me started on that.
Come on.
Don't get me started on Masters of the Universe. They went somewhere with that. So man, yeah. So to me, it was like one of those movies where it's like you can take the kids or whatever. Like
I think that's what it's for.
Yeah. So and then they switched it up to like a 3D animation or whatever from the cell animation, I guess.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. Okay. So it's who knows, man. So and at one point, you know, LeBron's animated himself as a cartoon. So that's one thing. I was just like, okay, you know. So which I don't even like. No, they didn't do that to Michael. They didn't do it to Michael on that one, but probably because you know LeBron couldn't perform all the scenes.
Yeah, I heard that LeBron's actual acting skills are fairly questionable. So, like, I guess Michael Jordan actually took like acting skills like before he was like started doing his movies and stuff like that. And Space Jam was trying to get him to take some classes or something like that. He's like, nah, I don't need any.
So my whole thing is like. My kids enjoyed the original. I enjoyed the original. I watched the new one. I gave it a try. It's not for me. I just, you know.
It's fine.
Hey, maybe I'm setting my ways. I don't know. They call me like what's funny is like my kids be like, "Hey, what's up, Boomer?" You know, "Hey, Boomer." I'm like,
Oh.
so you know, it's like, but it's like I don't feel old, and it's like they watch the same thing that I watch, and it's like they get anything from me, so it's like I don't know, but it's like they have their own
Right,
opinions
Simon?
they have their own opinions, man. So it's like they do their own thing. So when I sit
LeBron is
there,
garbage, Christopher. LeBron is a piece of crap.
he said the script blew.
No, LeBron is not good.
So to me, it's like this. I just sit there and say like it's gonna be one of those deals where either you're gonna like the original or you're gonna like the new one. So people are split down the middle. It's like the He-Man thing. You're either gonna like the old school one or you're gonna like the new one. So to me, it's like this. Like I try to give new things a chance, but when you take old things that I like and you trample on them and you fucking tell me, here you go, and you enjoy, and
Well,
I complain about it a little bit, and I'm the bad guy. I'm sorry, man. But I'm not complaining about the. It's just like some
first
things.
off, Kevin Smith's a freaking pussy. Like, if you're gonna do some shit like that, you better be ready to handle some fucking criticism. And if you can't take any fucking criticism, I don't know why you're in Hollywood and being an actor and shit.
Well, I like. Like like I said, I like the animation in the He-Man. It was like,
No, I thought the animation was sick. It did. It looked good.
Yeah. So, and then like the Space Jam, I liked the animation in it, but it was just like, man, I was just like, I don't know, man. I just nothing against LeBron, man. And like, and for a while, I was a LeBron doubter, a straight up LeBron doubter, because I'll tell you this: when he left Cleveland and went to Miami and won rings there, I was like, ah, dude, because you know why? You know why I say that? Because I live in Oklahoma City and we have a LeBron ourselves. His name's Kevin Durant. So I'm just saying, like, but LeBron came back to Cleveland and won a championship, and that changed my whole perspective on that guy. I was like, wow, he went back to us, and did it. He went back and did it.
It's because he's weak mentally. He couldn't handle the hate.
So he went back and did it. So it was just like, I don't know, man. So to me, it's just like one of those deals where you're gonna either like it, you're not gonna like it. Enjoy it either way. It's here for us to watch. It's all we got because nothing new is going to come out basically. So it's either going to be recycled unless it's Marvel. So, but what's sad is like
Kobe hashtag Kobe should have been in that shit. Is what the start of new hashtag should have been Kobe.
Yeah, but what's funny is like I don't know, man. Like the Marvel stuff is like all like a lot of stuff that comes out now is like either from independent comic books or graphic novels or just comics in general. So it's like we're ahead because we like read it or we know about it or whatever, so we already know. So it's like is there anything new out for us?
Well, I know, and I think part of that is they play to our nostalgia strings, because you always hear like every 20 to 30 years stuff gets recycled and re-brought back, and part of that is because my 37-year-old ass wants all the shit that I had or couldn't afford when I was 7 and 8. And I think that's a trend that keeps happening, right? Like, like you get to that point in your life where you're like, I made it. I fucking made it. You know what I mean? And fucking, you can start affording those comic books. You can start affording the video games and shit, And I think that's a big trend. Like, we'll continue to see, like, as people get, I don't know. People are getting to the point where they don't like to have things. Everything's digital. So I don't know where that's going to go, but I think that's just a thing, like retro becomes new and new becomes retro. Real quick before I forget anybody, if you are watching this, shout out to, hey Chris, good to see you, brother. I just want to shout out Peanut Butter 524. Do you know him, Tony? Did you know him? He's from the Houston, Texas area. He's another Instagrammer, YouTuber, passed away the other day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did. I talked to the guy a couple times. I would say we were cool. Like, when I say talk to him, I talked to him 5 or 6 times just randomly. I'm a Texans fan. He's a Texans fan. So we just talk every once in a while here and there. And just want to say it's always sad to
Wait. You're a Texans fan. You're a Bulls fan. You're all over the place, ain't you?
Yeah, man. Well, I live in California, so I gotta find the real teams out there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I like the Giants baseball team, but yeah.
Man, I'm sorry to hear that, though, man.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just want anybody out there who's friends with him. Like, I didn't know him, but I just think like, anytime we lose somebody part of the community, just this kind of sucks. So,
Oh yeah,
Mattress Mac. Who's Mattress Mac?
Mattress Mac. Oh, Chris Barrett.
Yeah. What is today? Monday Night Raw.
Oh man, I'll catch that on the recap.
Goldberg. They had to bring Goldberg back.
Yeah, like why is that? Like why do they have to bring? They brought Cena back too. They brought John Cena back too.
I think Cena maybe for the same thing. I think it's a belt change, but they're gonna have Cena beat Roman Reigns, and then like Big E's gonna come out and beat Cena with the Money in the Bank or something like that. You know what I mean? That way then Roman Reigns can battle Big E and build it up because Roman Reigns never was beaten by Big E, or you know how they do that weird stuff like that. They just don't want a certain person to look weak, so they got to bring back the Hall of Famer John Cena to put over Roman Reigns or something like that. Like I don't know. That's just a thought that I had.
So any other time on a show, I would ignore this, but this is my dog Chewy is over here right now, and yes, I have a dog named Chewy. And
my ex-old lady had a dog named Chewy.
She needs to go outside, so give me a second while I let my dog literally out. What's up, Chewy? You need to go out?
I do not know who Mattress Mac is, Chris.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Would you enlighten me? Or should I just look it up? Is it porn or something? The Ahmeds, yeah. You're in for a good one there. Did you ever go for a job interview, Chris? You were talking about? Gold Dust. You on Gold Dust. AEW is killing it.
Oh, man. So, yeah, they actually are killing it. So, yeah, so a lot of stuff about wrestling is going down the drain, but, it's wrestling. And movies, too. So, and TV. And TV. Yeah. So, it's not much we can do about it, but just watch it, man, and just take it all with stride. Like literally, I've got to the point where like my kids and I were a fan of the original Teen Titans show.
What, like the cartoon?
Yeah, the actual, the
Teen
good
Titans
one.
Go?
No, not Go. The original one, the one that had good animation and stuff,
Okay.
The one back in the day. So we were fans of that one, right? And they quit making it. I forgot, either because of toys or some odd reason or some purpose or other. But in the replacement, they brought back Teen Titans Go, and it's so like bad that I have like it's been on for so long that it's been ingrained in our brain for so much that now it's like I don't mind watching Teen Titans Go if it happens to be on the TV when I'm walking across the room or something.
I feel like I've seen every episode of Teen Titans Go by now. But yeah, no, like it totally grows on you. I remember sitting there like one day, it was just like there was like nothing else on, so like I put it on and then like I just started watching it. And then eventually you just kind of like get stuck in this mind-numbingly stupid state, and you're just watching it.
Yeah, and it's like from SpongeBob, it's changed. All these other cartoons, like it's just like my kids.
Everything's all woke and shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like my kids, like growing up, I would like let them watch like Bugs Bunny and stuff like that. Growing up, so they knew about Popeye, the original He-Man, and stuff like that, and and so they knew that stuff. So
And when you were a kid, did you ever have those like VHS tapes that had like 8 hours of cartoons on it, and they'd be like those old cartoons from like the 50s and shit. Yeah, I used to watch this all the time with like the black and white Popeyes and like Mighty Mouse and the cartoons of Superman and all that stuff.
My kids watch that stuff. I would watch those. Man, that's hours of entertainment for kids.
Dude, so I remember you used to get them from like back in the day. They used to have these stores that were just like Dollar Tree. They weren't Dollar Tree. It's called like Pick and Save or something like that. We used to go there and get them for like 99 cents. It was the greatest thing.
So I would, so to me, it's like you're either going to like what's out now or you're not going to like it. So just bear it, man. Just bear with it. So,
well, and you remember a few years ago, I don't even know whatever happened, but they were going to relaunch the Thundercats cartoon.
Oh, they did.
With that weird freaking animation.
They did, and then they canceled it because everybody complained about it because it was just like, and like they actually had that one that they did recently. What was it 2016? I think it was. They did one, or 2015. They did a remake of Thundercats, and it was actually good.
Yeah, that weird one was.
But it was. I think they quit making it because of toy sales or whatever. It's like it's all about toy sales, and it's like, yeah, okay. There's toy collectors, and then there's But
yeah, people don't want shit that looks like all that weird, like Cartoon Network, Johnny Bravo, whatever that new age stuff is. Like maybe if you were born in like 1995 or something, you're cool with that. But like back in the day, shit used to be quality, man.
Yeah.
The art was good.
Oh yeah, man. Is it? Oh yeah, original Teen Titans Go. Well, original Teen Titans, yeah, it was way better than the Go one. So,
Chris, the wokeism is weird. Like it's partially right and it's partially wrong and it's just partially confusing. So, like, I'm with you there. I'm not sure if it belongs in anything, to be honest with you, but whatever.
Okay, like it's like my gripe about I'm a Captain Marvel fan, so my gripe about Captain Marvel, not the fact that I don't care about Carol Danvers. I do care about the fact that she had to get her powers from a woman instead of getting her powers from a guy like she originally did in the comic. I'm like, why couldn't she get her powers from the dude? Like, why did it have to be switched to a girl?
But
yeah. So, but like, if I look down upon that, then then. But it threw me off because even my kids were like, well, Dad, they had to switch it up. I was like, well, son, in the comic book that I'm used to, the story that I know is a guy, So, but different things.
Did the first Static, back in the day from DC Milestones or whatever, the old ass one?
Yeah,
You know how he got his powers?
Yeah, from Riot, police. Like it was like, what was it? Something to do about the police, and it was like, was it a gang fight?
Well, I don't know. I didn't read that one. That's
like,
why I was asking.
It's like because the cartoon changed it, but it was like I can't remember if it was
well, because in the new one, that's pretty much how it happens. Like in the one that just came out, the one written by Vita Ayala, and I didn't know if it was the same as the original or not. But he goes to a riot, and he gets like pepper sprayed, and he gets his powers from this. He gets his magical powers from this pepper spray or gas spray, or the cops spray on him and shit. It came out at a weird time. I was wondering how much of that was like wokeness being forced into the comic book, but it actually makes me feel better to know that was like
originally it was like a gang fight or something. The police were involved or whatever, but like they, so it's kind of still like the same thing. So don't act like it was something forced upon, but no, it was kind of like the same thing. So I was just like,
that's okay. Good. Yeah.
So now I'm a gamer, so I know you're a gamer. I'm a gamer too. So I have been playing this game.
Super Nintendo, right there.
Yeah. So, yeah, I feel. So I have been playing a phone game that is. I don't know if you've heard about it or not. It's called Marvel Future Revolution, and it's a phone game. But listen to me now before you turn your nose up at me, before you get sour and be like, "Oh, it's a mobile game. Don't come at me. It's a money grab. Oh, it's a shill. No. Hold up now. This is the lineup of characters that start out with. Now this is a game.
Is that Storm?
Yeah. These are all playable characters at the start. This is a game. Now, wait. The game is in soft launch right now, only in Canada. I have used the VPN to be playing this game, so that's just, that's how I've been playing it on my phone. I use a Motorola phone with a Snapdragon processor, so it plays. It's pretty much for phone, phone games or whatever. So this game is open world, multiplayer, like MMO. Like you're in an open environment with different bosses that could spawn up. Like different random enemies will show up. Uh, there's PvP action. Like you can go up against other superheroes. You can level your character up. You get a selection of Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Black Widow, Captain Marvel. Then you got Storm and Star-Lord. This is just the characters they're releasing on August 25th. This is going to be available in the United States. So I'm just playing it in Canada because I'm from Canada right now. so I've been playing this game, and like, forgive the quality of video that I have because I play it in 60 frames per second, but it recorded it for some reason in 30, but I'm playing in 60 frames per second, so it looks kind of choppy, but I swear to you, I can play the game in 60 frames per second, and it's beautiful. There's no problems playing this game. It's open world. You can team up with different people. It's a game that I've been playing in my free time that I shouldn't be playing. One of those ones where it's like it takes up a little bit too much free time. You know what I'm saying? So I've got some footage here that I'm gonna show of me playing this game at different points in time today. So I was playing today, and I was like, let me record and show the guys what I'd be doing, like if I'm fucking around or whatever. And like, it's not a bad game. Like if you have a decent phone and you got some time on your hand, and it reminds me. Basically, what it reminds me of, what's the one? The Marvel team up ones. What's those ones back in the day? It was Marvel Alliance or whatever.
Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah, Ultimate Alliance. It reminds me of that. And it's just
those are good. I like those.
So, and like the X-Men Legends and stuff. It reminds me of that.
No,
but
X-Men Legends started it, and then X-Men Legends basically turned into Marvel's Ultimate Alliance.
But this is just like the beginning. This is like the intro. This is like the intro of the game or whatever. And like me just showing my characters off for you people. So you get to see my characters. My highest character, if you don't know, is Captain Marvel.
It's not showing off. It's not showing off if you got badass shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Currently, it's not available for iPhones. So you suck, iPhone people.
Boom.
It's only available for Android for some odd reason. I don't know. Don't hate me. You hate the game. I don't know. So
that's what you get for supporting Bill Gates, guys.
So here's the beginning of the game. Here's some my characters or whatever. Just me like doing a daily bounty, which is like I go and kill this boss, a mini boss basically, and get a reward. And I actually have a footage of me fighting an open world boss that pops up while I'm doing this, and I have footage of that too. The video's 5 minutes or whatever. If you want to watch it or not, just hold on with us because it's just hang in there with us because it's a pretty fun game.
Are you narrating throughout the recording?
Hell no. I wish I was.
Macro slot, that's right. SAWFT soul.
So
it's you. Great. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This better be important.
Away we go.
So that's some of the basic gameplay, like, you know, like that you would experience if you play this game on your phone. So it's not really that bad of a game. I enjoy it. It's like there's more. There's like while I was doing that mission, a open world boss showed up, and while the open world boss shows up, there's other people that can come along and help you fight the boss. Beside, like if you were on the same time I'm on, we could play together.
So it's like an MMO kind of thing.
Yeah. So basically, what's crazy about it is the fact that you can do that, and then like there's a chat, there's an open, like you can text and type, text each other at the same time. It's cool, it's not that bad. So there's leagues or whatever. There's it's a pretty fun game. So when it drops on August 25th, check your Google stores. I don't know about Android. I mean, iPhones right now. I don't know right there, but I know it's gonna be in the Google Play. So, but here is the footage of the open world boss fight that happens when I just finished killing that boss, and this other bigger, stronger boss shows up, and I have to wait. So I have to wait for this boss to show up and then try to take it down. And then like other people show up to help me take it down, and there's a reward that you get for taking it down. So it's pretty fun. So man, I don't know. So check it out.
Save this one just for you!
And as you can see, there was multiple people helping me kill that boss, so it wasn't just like a solo thing. It was like multiple people from different places helping out to do one objective. So
Yeah, I saw another Captain Marvel in there, another Carol, and I think Sorcerer Supreme.
oh yeah, a few of the Doctor Stranges in there.
Yeah.
So this game releases, I said, on August 25th. So on Android for sure. iPhone, I'm not quite sure, but I know for sure on Android. So check it out if you want to try it. It is free. There's free to, that's their deals. They're free.
I'm sure there's all the upgrades you'd probably ever want to purchase or available. Right?
It could, yeah, you could whale out on there, but I'm not one of them kind of people.
Yeah, I play.
I whale out on books. I don't whale out.
Yeah. Right. Speaking of, man, goodness, I think somebody dropped off their Star Wars collection at my LCS. I've gone ham over like the last 4 days and dropped like every freaking dollar I have on Star Wars books. It's ridiculous. It's stupid dumb. Oh man, but yeah.
See, like I've never been versed on the Star Wars. I mean, like I've never.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
And I'm just going off of what's available at my fingertips online. But like today, I picked up some. If anybody knows, I picked up some fairly bigger books. Like I got this Jedi Academy a couple days ago, but today, like I got this 19. This is one of the bigger ones right here. As I drop them, not literally, but and then this one. And this one right here.
Oh.
So, like,
look at Jeffrey.
I keep telling you, I'm getting that.
I do know that one. That's what I do. That's what I did know.
Yeah, I'm getting that. I got to get me a CGC account. I got to get some of these books sent off. And I got some books that I want to get like cleaned and pressed before I send them off. Like I got this She-Hulk, Savage She-Hulk issue #1, and it's just dirty. I want to see what I can do with that. And then I got I picked this, got this book for $1 the other day. Bam! It's
Bam.
like it is in the dollar. Well, at my LCS they have a dollar bin, and I walked in, and he goes, "Hey," he goes, "I was waiting for you to come in to see if you wanted this, but I was going to put it in the dollar bin." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, there's a water spot on it, like." Right here, there's like you can't really hardly see it. Maybe you can see it.
Let me see. It doesn't matter, man. That's always a classic cover.
Right here, or something for $1, and like get that cleaned and pressed, and you won't even see it. You won't even notice. Like it's been a freaking good week. I do need to not be going so damn ham. But it's been good. Been good a couple days of hunting, man.
Oh yeah, man. So actually, it's good like that, and the fact that we got it. Oh yeah, yeah. I still have yet to like the only reason like what's funny is like the only reason I've never got one of those is because like I never liked the cover. It's like, but now I'm like I kicking myself. I'm like I should have got one of those.
Yeah, no, it's not an attractive cover, especially for such a big first appearance. But I mean, like it's not like back in the day, like, hey, we're gonna make Rogue's first appearance a crappy cover. You know, like I'm sure none of that ever goes into anybody's first appearance. It just so happens to be a first appearance. And
yeah. Oh, speaking of first appearance, like this is one of my favorites. Yeah.
What do we got? Oh yeah. Is that for sale?
Might be.
It might be. Oh man.
Snowflame. Y'all know what this is, right? Say hello to. I'll just play. But yeah, it is a PGX. So it says it's a 9.2, so that makes it an 8.5. Nope.
Whatever. Right? Well,
I don't know.
I like literally that there is that stigma. I was just like, I don't remember what I was watching somebody's show or something like that, and they're like, yeah, I got this 9.8 CBCS, but like I got it priced as like a 9.6 PG or CGC, which is pretty much the going rate. Like if you think about it, and I mean, until they're proven until anybody besides CGC is like, I guess, proven, it's always going to be like that, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. So man, so on that game, is that something that you think you would try out?
Yeah, why not? Like I love video games and I love superheroes.
Hell yeah, see. And it's like, I don't know, I just tried it just to try it, but like, I don't know, man. Video games are always fun, like, and then it's like, like right now, like I was speaking of video games, my kid, they want me to play Final Fantasy 14 with them. So
yeah,
they want me to play that with them.
Goodbye life.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, bro, no, I can't. Like that's where they're at right now. They're in there on their computer just.
Oh man, was it Final Fantasy 11, and then Final Fantasy 11 for so many years was like I never got into. I had some friends they had like computers set up in their house, like a dozen computers, and it was just like full sitting in there, play a Final Fantasy 11, and then finally I think they were all forced to convert over to Final Fantasy 14 or something like that.
Because that's what they're playing right now. They try to talk about join us, Dad. I was like, nah, I'm good on that one. Y'all go ahead and play that game. And then, like, what's funny is like,
that's what I was playing actually. But shoot, Final Fantasy 3, you know that ain't online or nothing.
Heck yeah, classics.
Yeah, that's how we roll,
man.
I don't. That's about it.
You know, like I was watching them play it, and it's not the fact that I couldn't play it; it's the fact that there's too much shit on the screen for me. I like simple stuff. I don't need like 5 million open menus in order to do one thing. It's like
I'm bad. Like the newer games, especially like the shooting games, I can't play those games, man. I suck.
Oh, am I sponsored by the game? No. I just enjoy the game really bad. So it's just like I'm not sponsored by them. It's like, nah, it's just a fun game, man. It's just a fun game. It's made by if you ever played what's that one Future Fight, Marvel Future Fight by Netmarble. It's a Netmarble game, but that's the same company or whatever that makes it. So, but yeah, so
my phone's pretty crappy. I don't really get the opportunity to play very many games on it.
What's funny is like, you want to hear something funny? Is like when I upgraded my phone, like it was just like recently, right? I had upgraded my phone. So when is the hunt going to be sponsored by by Blue Chew? I went to go upgrade my phone, right? And so I'm a guy that's like, if it works, I'll just keep it until it breaks, you know. And like, so that's how I am, you know. Like if it's working, you know, I'll keep it, you know. And so the phone quit working, so I was like, all right, well, it's time to upgrade. So I take the phone in, and like the chick looks at me and she's like, you know, we've had 4 models since then. I'm like, wow, thanks for the fucking making me feel like a Stone Age motherfucker, you know, just like crapping on my whole technology there.
Yes.
And so I'm just sitting there like, wow. I was like, oh, thank you. Well, can I have something new, you know? And she's just like, yeah, anything would be new compared to this. And I'm just like,
what is fucking Bluetooth? It's a pill. Bluetooth.
Do we do interviews? Not yet, but we will.
You got somebody to interview? I got nobody.
We'll find somebody. Because
Bluetooth, is that for like getting your dick up, Chris? Is that what that shit is? You bastard.
That's why I was like, ooh. Oh, y'all motherfuckers are crazy. So, man. Jeffrey.
I made a trade with Whodat today.
I told you.
So excited about that.
Well, I tried to mess with Whodat. Like, Whodat, you watching? If you ain't watching, oh well, but. Yeah, we'll have guests on the show for sure. Like we just came back because like he was away from YouTube for a while, and like before that, I was away, and so like we just kind of like now we're both we're both what's that the yin
Trying
and
to
the
do
yang.
something. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, like I took a lot of time off, and I think it's good. Like some people don't need it. I need it every once in a while. It's just got to get away from everything. But when you come back, you got to come back when you like want to. Like sometimes people just like do too much, and that's just
Yeah, at one point like, that was me, and like I think it was like 2019. That was me. I was doing too much. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm like, and then I just kept doing like I quit, and then like y'all were like, are you coming back? And I was like, I don't know. And then like I was playing video games, man. I was just like gaming out, and like I just like was in like this zen place where I was just like, ooh, I don't,
yeah, it's good.
Like,
I mean, you deal with a lot more shit at your job than I do, but like,
and it's like, and so then it was just like, okay,
John,
so
what's up, brother?
hey, what's up, John? So now it's like, it was like that's when I cut it down to just doing the hunt, and I quit doing like all the other shows or whatever. And then it's like now it's like I do the hunt, but it's like it's fun. It's something to me. It's something different. It's like, but this is more just like me and you, just like hanging out. We get to hang out.
Yeah, which is good because sometimes you just need friends,
Yeah,
you just need some friends.
Like what's weird is like whenever we get off from here, like here in a minute when we get off from here,
we'll just sit here for
we'll
like
sit here
2
and
hours.
probably talk for another hour or two.
Oh, we might need a brains breakdown segment on this show. So
yeah, that is true. Yeah,
keep that in mind, Chris.
that
you
is
know what
true.
I'm saying? Maybe every Saturday.
Oh, he can give us one
night
of those like he could do like the deep thoughts, like like on Saturday Night Live how they had the deep thought guy.
Yes. Oh man. Monday, so got this show. We'll be back on Wednesday too, and then Saturday nights we're gonna be doing a show.
Yep, we'll be back on Saturday, and don't forget the hunt is on Friday, so be sure to tune in on the hunt because it's gonna be Boston Chris versus the Ancient One, and it's gonna be pretty good, man. So, and then I believe D-Runk's gonna finally come back from the hospital injury and defend his TV title. So we'll see about that. But yeah, it's been a wild one, and yeah, like we said, so for the first time, people, we're streaming on 2 platforms. We're literally on YouTube and Twitch right now. So don't ask us how. I pulled it off. We're doing it. So you can find us on Twitch.
First appearance. First appearance on Twitch.
Yep, at the Tone 007. Or you can watch us here on, here, or because we'll switch between Jeffries too. So.
No, we're just going to your channel.
Oh, you're like, no, we're not going to my channel. Screw that.
No, that's a stupid idea, Tony.
Like we're not going there. We're just gonna stay on Twitch and we're gonna stay on YouTube then.
yes. It's just the best.
So I will handle all the responsibilities.
Well, you don't have to handle all the responsibilities.
Hey, I got it.
I'm down to help you. I think being on your channel is just better for the show.
I got it. Because it's always brightest in the dark.
That's right.
Hey, yeah. See who's got the leg lamp? See, y'all ain't got the leg lamp like me. See, I got the leg lamp. That works. See.
Man.
Bam. Yeah. What?
That's sick. Your old lady doesn't let you put it in the front window, huh?
She bought it. She bought it for
nice.
me. So like
Yes.
I can't even hate on that. She's the one that bought it. Like I was like, because she knows I'm a big Christmas story. Like that's my like Christmas comes around, 2 movies. Three. I take that back. 3 movies I have to watch in order for it to feel like the holidays for me. And I don't know about you, but I'm gonna rattle those 3 quick off to you. And that would be Christmas Story, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and Die Hard. And if you don't say Die Hard's a Christmas movie, I'll smack anybody that says it's not. Because I'll tell you, it starts out with Christmas and Hollis Queens in it.
Hey, so
So-
like I agree with you. My favorite is the National Lampoons, though. My second is probably Home Alone, and then my third is
Oh
probably,
yeah, Home
it's
Alone
probably
is
a
good.
Christmas Story. And Die Hard, I'll consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, but like it's just not in the top 3 for me.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. Because like to me, it's always been one of those ones where like people are like, "That's not." I'm like, "Yes, yes, it is." You can literally say like one of the Lethal Weapon? Is it one? Yeah, Lethal Weapon 1 is a Christmas movie kind of too, isn't it? Isn't it one? Because he's at a Christmas tree lot when he shoots them guys.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if it's one or
Vegas
two. It's either one or
Vacation ain't a
two.
Christmas
I don't know. It's one or two. I have to go back and watch it. But oh,
It might be that
Chris
one.
Barrett said mine is Christmas
Vegas
movie
Vacation
Vegas
is not a
Vacation.
Christmas movie, bro.
That's not a. Well, the guy that played in Christmas is in it though.
Yeah, maybe that's what he means. I could see that.
So
But yeah, no, I love that. That was.
speaking of which, I just recently watched The Vacation, I guess, which is a continuation of the family, and like the guy's supposed to be the guy from.
Is that the Stranded on the Island one?
No, it's the one where like it's their. It's the guy that's from The Hangover, you know, that plays the dentist. Well, the guy from The Hangover that plays the dentist. Stu or whatever his name is. Stu.
He's the one who loses a tooth in like the first.
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
He plays like Rusty in The Vacation, which is the continuation of like, I guess the National Lampoon family thing or whatever, the trip or whatever. And so like it's him and Christina Applegate. He's married to Christina Applegate. So I just recently watched that, and I was like, it wasn't bad, but it was just like, okay, you know, it was like, and like, oh, dude, like fucking,
freaking Thor's in it.
yeah,
Is Thor in it?
Thor's in it, yeah, Chris Hemsworth's in it, yeah, Chris Hemsworth's in it. That's why I was like, yeah, I was about to get that out. It's hilarious, dude. Like, I was like, what the hell's Thor doing in it? He's in a lot of movies you don't think he'd be in. I'm like, what the hell's he doing in this?
I have not seen that before.
Yeah,
It's a-
so.
Wow.
So that's one that was like, I was like, wow. I was kind of like, you know, like I like funny movies or whatever, but it was just like, and I gave it a shot because you know the dude from Hangover's in it, so I was like, okay, I'll watch it, you know, because Hangover's my shit. I like that shit. It's fucking hilarious.
I just
and
got like the trilogy pack.
And I'll tell you a guilty pleasure movie of mine that is about drinking. And it's the bomb to me, and I still like it. And I'm still waiting for them to make the weed smoking one that they promised at the end of that. No, not super bad. Fucking Beer Fest.
Hey, Beer Fest is pretty freaking good.
Beer Fest is my shit, bro. I love that motherfucker.
The full dies drowning in the big old vat of beer, and then they find his twin brother and all.
Yeah.
Those guys are good.
I love that stuff, man. Like I love that. And it was like at the end they had Willie Nelson. And they promised they were gonna do like the smoking one or whatever, right? And like they have yet to do it. And I'm like, man, come on, when are y'all gonna do it? Because like the Beer Fest was the bomb. I loved it. It was just like, and it was like they had so many cool drinking games that you could do in that movie and stuff. It was just like, oh hey, it's like if you don't know a drinking game, here you go.
Yeah, I agree. Who that? Hangover 1, definitely my favorite of the 3.
Oh yeah, number 1 was the best. Yeah, because I've watched 2 and 3. Well, like later was I can't remember if it was 2 or 3, but like I'm trying to be correct here. The little mafia guy's name, you know, that
Asian dude.
Yeah, that jumped out of the trunk. What was his name? I forget his name.
I can't think of it either. I'll look right now.
But anyway, that guy though, he becomes like one of the main people at the.
Chang.
He's like Chang. He's like the main guy, like in the I think on the third one or the second one. Like he becomes like basically like one of the main focal points, basically. And it's like and I enjoy it because he's fucking hilarious. It's like
he is. That guy's hilarious in just about everything he's in.
It's like, can we get more Mike Tyson? Can we get more Mike Tyson, please? Because when he punched that old boy, I was just dying when he punched that old boy. I was like, oh man. And he was just singing, and the next thing you know, he just like old boy was singing, and he was just like, bah. So, best. That's what we're gonna do on the next episode. Best sucker punches in movies. Because We're gonna do that one for the because like I can come up with like 2 or 3 right off the top of my head.
I'm looking at that Mike Tyson scene right now. What the
These
hell?
are the midget mini me.
Vern Troyer. Let's see, where is it? Here, come on.
Oh yeah, when he it's hilarious.
In the air tonight, come on. Yes, that's so good. Yeah. They're all like, yeah, that's great.
I mean, golly, it's like
Tyson is singing some Phil Collins.
like
Oh, he just laid it out. Yeah. Oh man, I forgot all about that scene. I was trying to remember what you were talking about just now, and it's like, I was like, Mike Tyson was in this movie. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, that's great.
okay, well then, all right. What about because Superbad when McLovin gets sucker punched? Oh man, I died so hard when he got punched in the face. It was just like the guy just like flew across him, and he was just like, doop.
That's the hell of a movie. Like I remember when Superbad came out. That was good. That was a good time.
Yeah, Superbad.
McLovin, what the fuck kind of name is that? Who only has one name? I was just like, yeah.
I was like, he's like, chicka, yeah. I was like, and then I felt bad for that dude afterwards because like he was just like typecast as like McLovin after that. It was like he could not get away from that after that. I was like, bro, he's stuck on that. It's so bad. So, but like I did like him in like what was it? He was in Role Models. I liked him in that movie.
There's sometimes that's one of the worst things when you get typecast in Hollywood.
Oh yeah,
I think that happens to some people and they never recover from it, man. It's just a thing.
Yeah. This is Sharon Madonna Prince.
Share.
So, man, we're gonna shut it down here. We're running over. About to go in here and go to sleep probably. No, I'm probably gonna. I say I'm going to sleep. I'm really gonna go play this fucking phone game. After I talk to Jeffrey for like another hour.
Yeah.
So this has been Bro Talk, man. We'll catch y'all
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Oh, Monday? Damn.
Yeah. And I mean, like, we started talking about all kinds of stuff.
So yeah, we'll be back Wednesday to talk more. Be here
Later.
We'll
I'll show off
there.
some comic books on Wednesday. Show you guys what I picked up.
Oh yeah. I might have something. No, I can't show anything. I'm not showing nothing.
You can. I can. It's cool.
Yeah, I forgot I can't show anything. Almost got me.
Anybody want to buy a nice Submariner? I know somebody's selling one.
For sure. No,
All
don't
right.
pay attention to that Captain Britain. That's nothing.
Bro.